Hey guys, it's Raphael again. Today we're doing yet another boot review. Today we are doing the evoPOWER 1.2 Leather Edition boot. And I feel like a bit of a fanboy, but unfortunately, yes, I'm a huge fan of the evoPOWERs. I do like Puma a lot, and I get a lot of Puma boots. But this is the first actual leather boot that I've gotten since, oh man, this is going to be really sad and somewhat dating, but since I got a leather edition Adidas Tunic. I'm not sure if you guys remember those, but man, I'm thinking like mid-2000s, I'm thinking like maybe 2005. I got a leather edition Adidas Tunic that was really fun and interesting to play with. I think I may have gotten like a leather Puma King somewhere in there, somewhere between, but I didn't really play with it that much. So anyways, back to this. This is the leather edition evoPOWER 1.2s, and straight out the box, I'm telling you, man, you feel this boot and it is just amazing. I haven't pulled a boot out and been as excited since the first evoPOWERs came out, the 1.1s or whatever, if you're going to call them anything. So that was really impressive. I'm not the biggest fan of leather. I tend to think that leather is a little bit more susceptible to the elements, I guess. And I mean, yes, this boot is, but it's such a comfortable feel. I mean, once you first put these on, it is just like butter. Seriously, you put it on. You definitely kind of wrench the laces a bit, but it's worth it. I mean, it feels so good around your foot. It wraps around your foot quite nicely, and such a natural feel. And the touch, oh man, the touch on the ball is just absolutely amazing. Especially when you compare it to the synthetic uppers that come with the other versions of the 1.2s. I mean, it's not comparable in my opinion. My boot did come with a slight, not issue, but I think just like a little extra glue and or a loose finishing on one of the stitchings right here on the edge of the boot, but not a huge deal. It hasn't come apart. I've played about 8 games in these already, and I just absolutely love it. The one thing I will say is, yes, you do have to wrench those laces when you start, and then usually at halftime, you find yourself kind of tightening them back up, and it's just a natural leather kind of not issue, but it just comes with the territory, I guess. There doesn't seem to be a break-in period with these. You put them on, they feel fantastic right out the gates. I didn't have any issues with the way they felt, or blisters or anything like that. The heel cup, pretty similar to your other evoPOWERs. Still grips a little bit low on my heel personally, but nothing too noticeable, and it doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's just a personal preference. I like when boots grip a little bit higher on my heel. Again, for what you get in return with the first touch and the power on the ball, it's just, I mean, it's amazing. Seriously, I absolutely love that. The grip on the ball is actually fantastic. I did notice, I played on a really wet pitch for one game, and I did notice that it does pick up moisture. Obviously, they are somewhat waterproofed, I think, but like the stitching, and once it gets inside the stitching, kind of seeps into the inside part of the boot, and of course within the boot, it just, I mean, it picks up water, unlike a synthetic boot, which generally kind of repels it. It picks up more moisture. They were slightly heavier at the end of the game. Nothing that me as a weekend rec league player is complaining about. I hit these up I wouldn't have any issues with the weight retention. Again, I'm not a big speed boot fan, and I'm not a forward, so I'm not really kind of needing that absolute lightest boot out there possible. So yeah, that didn't really affect me. So yeah, maybe my kind of concerns and complaints about the way that leather boots deal with the elements is not really an issue. The colorway for this is white, total eclipse, and lava blast. Lava blast. Lava blast. Lava blast. Lava blast. To me, I think it's awesome. I love this colorway. I think it's freaking sick. Very classic, yet still bright and kind of modern with the lava blast, kind of bright orange look to it. It says it still comes with the grip text. Yeah, you kind of feel these little power pads too. It's not, maybe not as pronounced as in the synthetic boots, but not a big deal. I don't necessarily need and or absolutely want power pads. What I like about the evoPOWERs is that they form fit to your foot as much as possible, so that your foot is what is generating the most power. The bottom, the cleat studs, you got your blades on the heel, you got your kind of rounded studs up front. Fantastic stud pattern for me. I dig it. I find it to be super stable. The GSF frame right here is a great kind of aid to your spring in the step, I suppose. And aside from that, yeah, I'm a really big fan of these. I think I told you guys with the two 1.2s that I've already done recently, I was a little let down with the upper. This leather edition really kind of saves it for me, man. I really dig it. I'm surprised I haven't done leather before, or have been as quick to kind of accept the leather boots in the past, because these are fantastic and I'm really excited about it. Biggest plus again is just the touch. I mean, the way you kind of receive the ball and it hits your foot, and the way that it kind of comes down and you can just drop dead, a long kind of lob from the other side of the field. It's just amazing. I absolutely love that, while still being able to generate power. Amazing stuff. evoPOWER 1.2 Leather Edition in white, total eclipse, and lava blast. Go cop yourself a pair.